This is Brett Waltemath of Star Watch Media here in Dallas, Texas for the 2012 Dallas Film Society Honors. We're here at the 2012 Dallas International Film Festival for the Dallas Film Society Honors. How does it feel to be supporting this evening?
It's an incredible honor for me. The Texas Avery Award goes back for me to the very beginning of my career when I met Texas Avery as a 20-year-old animator, and I wanted so badly to work with him, but it was not possible at that time. And now, after 38 years at Disney, after animating all these different characters from Little Mermaid to the Beast and all that, 2 weeks ago I stepped away from Disney, and to get this award is kind of like, wow, now I'm connected to this fearless, courageous pioneer of animation, and it comes at a time that's so important and encouraging for me.
You were quoted saying that now that your time with Disney has come to a conclusion, that there's endless new territories in animation to explore. Any word on any new endeavors in animation that you're looking to get into now? Have you considered it at all, or are you still kind of getting over leaving Disney?
Today I was walking down the Katy Trail in Dallas, listening to a couple books in my mind that I'm thinking, oh, this would be wonderful to animate. I'm just putting myself out there, open for ideas. I have several. There was a point in my career where I animated a scene in Pocahontas where she's being formed by the colors, by the wind, and I animated it in charcoal. And I thought, if I ever get a chance, I want to animate something where my original drawing stays on the screen, because that was the only time my actual drawing was ever seen by anybody. Everything else has been cleaned up, and computer animation, I did a lot of drawing over Tangled, Rapunzel, but you don't see my drawing, and there's something expressive in a drawing. It's almost like a drawing is like a seismograph of your soul, and you put it down and it registers something. I want to do that. I want to have some drawings up on the screen that you can feel, and those are the ideas that I'm starting to develop. It's probably moving animation more into the art, and yet I'll never be able to leave behind the idea that it has to connect deeply and emotionally to an audience. That's what I got from Disney.
And when you see films like Princess and the Frog, there is a desire for that animation still, and not necessarily always go the computer animated Pixar route, but animation is still loved even today.
Oh yeah, well, but you look at what is a traditional Disney style. It's a style that looks that way because of a technical limitation. They had to paint on cells, and so you couldn't have this rough drawing on there. But now, because of the computer, there are no technical limitations. Thanks to the computer, you can actually celebrate hand-drawn in a whole new way.
Almost the sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's very much where I want to go. And those are the things that I was talking about in my goodbye. That's kind of this unknown frontier that I want to move into.
Was it exciting? Was it also a little bit nervous about it, since such a major part of your life has been spent with Disney and now kind of entering the unknown? What were your feelings about it?
Yeah, to me it's been amazing that how much my thinking is shaped by Disney animation. I mean, when you're raised there, started at 20 years old, I'm 58 now. Every year I've been there. How much of my thinking is that way, and you step out. It's like I'm trying to understand what the freedom means. Like, we had this little bird, and it was always getting out of its cage. And it was always finding a way through the bars. And I'd always find him, and he was flying around the house, and I'd catch him, and I'd put him in there, and he'd see the windows of the door, and he wanted to get outside, but I always put him back in there. Well, one day, one of the doors was open, and I came in there, I was like, oh no, he's gone for sure. And I stepped out in the backyard, and there, sitting on the grass, is the little bird.
Didn't know where to go.
It was like infinity, and it was just like too much. I mean, as long as he had some walls, it was fun. So I'm a little bit like that right now, like, whoa, anything, I can do anything. Yeah, I think that takes a lot of faith, a lot of courage, and I mean, I guess that's what the Tex Avery Award is saying to me, like, right now, be yourself, don't be afraid. I mean, Tex Avery did that, that's what I want to do.
I'll do one last question on that note. The Tex Avery Animation Award is also about honoring your contributions in animation. What do you consider your greatest contribution?
I think the fact that I really always wanted to be an artist. My portfolio was sent to the animation school by accident, and I found myself in animation, never intending to do it. And so I've always been sort of frustrated that I didn't get to sculpt, I didn't get to paint. So I've taken all of that desire of fine art and I put it into my animation. So if I'm going to draw the beast, I'm going to study the anatomy of animals, and I'm going to try to think like Da Vinci or Michelangelo or Degas or Rodin. If they were animators, how would they approach things? And I've always taken much more of a classical approach to drawing and animation. And I think if I have a contribution, it's bringing some of that, that classical love of art, just art in general, into this art form.
And we want to see that continue in the future, sir. Congratulations on all your accomplishments. Your films are legendary. We appreciate everything that you've done and continue to do.
I sure appreciate your...
Thank you so much.